What's up guys, Cody here, and I just wanted to make a follow-up video to one I made a few months ago regarding the future of ACG now that Errolson is not designing for them anymore. So if you haven't seen that video and want to see my original remarks, check it out. I'll leave a card up on the screen. But into this video, I want to go over and talk about all of the pieces and product photos that we've seen released so far about the Spring-Summer 2019 ACG season. I'm going to give you guys what I think, and I'm going to kind of come full circle with things that I had previously stated. The first news that we got of this was on the Nike site, and they produced this little article, and it was titled 3 Reasons to Cheer the Latest ACG Collection, published on January 21st. And the 3 reasons they say is retro prints are back, women's styles are being introduced, and 3-step layer system returns. Now, I'll get into what all of that means and what we're actually getting in a minute. However, on this article, I want to point something out off the bat, which is kind of confusing about Nike. They're not that good with releases. Here it says that the collection releases January 24th on Nike.com, which is the day that I'm recording this, and so far there's only like 3 or 4 pieces from the collection that's actually out that we see in this lookbook. So I'm kind of confused as to why they say that things are going to be released when they don't get released. We still have a few pieces from the last Nike Lab ACG collection that has yet to be dropped on the Nike site, including the gloves and the vest. I don't know why their deliverance of these items are so weird in timing, but you know, if you guys have any insight, please comment down below. Let's just go over the photos that they released, and I'll let you know what I think about each pieces so far. The first one they release is this dude. It looks like he's hiking in a place that has a waterfall and trees and desert, and it's obviously a photoshopped image of all these different landscapes together. It's very colorful. I think it's to match their little throwback to the retro designs and the retro colors. I previously stated I think that they're going to incorporate pieces and aspects in the future of ACG that kind of mimic or reflect things that Errolson introduced. And it looks like I was correct with that, because in their new gore-tex jacket that they're releasing, they actually come with a strap system, which Nike didn't use in their clothes until Errolson implemented it. And I'm not trying to say that Errolson invented the strap system for coats. I don't think that he was the first one to do it. We've seen other designers like Helmut Lang do it in the 90s, and I'm sure it was used in military garments throughout the years. So not really an Errolson thing, but you know, it's kind of convenient that they added it just after he left. And you see this in a lot of their other coats that aren't just ACG as well. So that was my reasoning why. But this jacket, overall, I like the silhouette. It's really cool. Looks like it's going to be a cool shell jacket. I'm not crazy about the colors that they do have. And I understand this is a throwback to the retro 90s aesthetic. But I honestly feel like they kind of recombined some of their previous aesthetics with some of the new Nike Lab aesthetics in this collection. They do have an all-black version of this jacket, which I will show you in a later point in the video, which could totally fit into a tech ninja or more traditional tech wear aesthetic, and I think that they're throwing a bone out to the consumers with that, as well as these cargo pants. Now, this first image here, I'm going to zoom in a bit. Black cargo pants, note that, all right? He's wearing a pair of black cargo pants. This is the only image that has been released so far with this exact black cargo pants. The ones that have been released on other sites do not show this. They show these pants in a white colorway, so remember, these cargo pants that the man is wearing, 2 colorways, white and black, so that's pretty cool. Another cool thing that's coming out of this line is that they are doing a full women's line, and all of the silhouettes are different than the men's. You know, in the past few releases of the women's Nike Lab ACG stuff, some of their pieces were honestly too similar to the men's. In terms of the parkas, they were pretty much the same, just tailored a little bit differently to fit women. I feel like it would be cooler if women had their own pieces and unique silhouettes, and you know, possibly men could buy some of the unique women's silhouettes and the women could buy some of the unique men's silhouettes and try to work it out, you know, figure out a size that would fit you, that would look cool, and that way everyone's got like a cool mixture of different pieces. That way it kind of expands the look to being a lot broader than, you know, a man and woman's version of the exact same piece. You know, the women's pieces look very nice. Their pants are a little bit more slim cut. And the highlight of this is actually the women's pants that I will show you some product photos in just a second. Everyone online is going crazy over them. Some people have coined them the poor man's P23s. The last photo that they released in this news article is showing more of the women's cargos, white ones. They look pretty dope. Those are different than the ones to the right on the men's. I'll get into that, showing you the differences. But you can also see some hats and fleece that they're using. I'm honestly not that crazy over the fleece. Fleece is a pretty good mid-layer. It's really good for insulation, but I would prefer to have a fleece hoodie. I just don't really like hoodless fleece things, and also I think the prints are a little bit too loud for me, but it's cool that they're keeping that kind of retro aesthetic for the old fans, and they have enough pieces in this for the new techwear fans, so I'm not mad about that. The only other product photos that were released thus far were on this Instagram page called Invincible Incorporated. It is a clothing website in Taiwan, and they had some really nice laid flat photos of the clothes. So we see the shell jacket here. Like I said, I think it looks pretty cool. The branding's pretty minimal. I wouldn't wear the loud blue and pink or blue and red colors, but that all black one, I mean, it looks pretty much like on par with the techwear aesthetic, in my opinion. If they can make this entire collection a little bit cheaper than the Nike Lab collections, I think that would even be a home run. So everything that has been released so far on the Nike site does seem cheaper than previous collections, maybe because it's not a part of Nike Lab, I don't know, but it's still using technical garments, so it's still cool in my opinion. So yeah, I'm not too crazy about these fleece pieces, and I don't really care for the long sleeve or t-shirts. They're pretty simple, cool graphic designs, I guess, but a little too loud for my liking. I don't really like the designs too much, but the highlight of this collection is easily these cargo pants right here. These are the black models, and these are the white models, and these are women's cargo pants. We have learned that the collection that has been released today, so far, it's got 4 pieces. One of them is the women's cargo pants in white. The black version is not available, though, on the US site. However, it is available on the Japanese site. Another thing to add to the confusion of Nike releases, why is there no cohesion with the pieces of the collection coming out at certain times on certain sites? It wasn't specified that it would be like that in the news article, so, you know, why do that? These pants look really, really dope. I actually want to get a pair of each in each color, even though they're women's. Hopefully they will fit me. I have a pair of some Nike Lab ACG women's pants from a few seasons ago that fit me pretty well, and I'm hoping that these will as well. Like I said, they're considered the poor man P23s, and that is because of this little insulation sock thing that's going on there, and they have one at the waist too, and it's to keep in heat, and it's more of a winterized pant. The male version of these cargos don't have those insulation pieces. They seem to just be some kind of polyester cotton blend, some sort of like hiking cargos essentially. If you look at the articulation of the pants and the way that the pockets are and the overall silhouette and cut of them, they look like your typical, you know, Nike Lab Errolson ACG cargos. I think that these cargo pants are going to be the staple of this collection, and then the shell jacket is also going to be a very popular piece. I just wanted to do a follow-up on a video I made a few months ago regarding my thoughts on the future collections of ACG. Now that we have a collection that is going to be released to the public, it's semi-released so far. We'll see as more products come out. I'm very curious to see how these pieces look on body and how the materials are in person. I will be purchasing a few of them to be doing reviews, so let me know in the comments down below what pieces you think I should get or what pieces you guys are gonna get. If you enjoyed this video, please drop a like, and if you want to see more videos like this regarding fashion and techwear and sneakers and style and sewing and all the different things that I've done so far, hit subscribe. Turn on the bell button so you can get notified whenever I upload videos on Wednesdays. It really helps a lot when you guys subscribe and do the bell button. Until next time, stay Gucci.